LEGO fans, it's Steven Schleicher, and once again we got a giant box, a giant set that we're going to build this week. And it's a set I know a lot of you have been waiting for. A lot of you have been looking forward to this LEGO build and review. It is set 76052. It's Batman, the Classic TV Series Batcave. It's got 2,526 pieces. Let's put it together. Let's see whether it's worth all the hoopla after this. Here it is, 76052. It's the Batman Classic TV Series Batcave. And wow, what a big set this is. It did take quite a while to build. And it's actually fairly modular. This is one of the things that surprises me the most, is that even though these attach, they don't click and hold. It's actually like they slide in to the holes without really making a lasting or solid connection. So for portability, that's really great. For storage, it's really great. But if you wanted to just pick up one end and hope that it all goes with it, that's not going to happen with this set. The set is a true representation of the Classic TV series because there are mainly 3 to 4 different play areas that you're going to deal with. I wouldn't call this an enclosed set, and that may be one of the disappointments because really the only part of Wayne Manor that we're getting is this part right here and a facade on the other side. But we'll get into that in just a moment. Let's take a look at all of the figures that come with this set, and there are a lot of them. First up, we have Bruce Wayne. Yes, looks like a regular minifigure to me. We also have Dick Grayson. I don't know if we have seen this sweater shirt combination before, but at the very least, if you're looking for a Billy Batson character, this Dick Grayson character could fill in a pinch. We also have Alfred Pennyworth. I like this one. It's an old guy. It's got the hair that we've seen before, but I do like the mustache and the glasses. This could certainly serve as a Commissioner Gordon minifigure in the future if you needed it to. Then we have Batman. I love this paint of the 1966 costume. We've seen some black and gray Batman costumes before, but what sets this one apart is the paint on the cowl, which has the painted on eyebrows and everything that we saw from the series. I love this. Then we have Robin, and yes, Robin is wearing the pixie boots and the little Speedo, so we do see some bare leg there, hubba hubba. I'm really glad that they did not make this figure a short figure, meaning that his legs don't bend, because we've seen the short figure Robin before, and I've got to tell you, I hate short minifigures. Now let's get to some villains. There are 4 villains in this set. We'll start off with Catwoman. Looks really good. Then we have the Penguin. Have I mentioned that I don't like short characters? There's the Riddler. And then we have the Joker. Here's what's really cool about the Joker. If you look closely, you can see that he has a painted on mustache, just like Cesar Romero did in the TV series, where he refused to shave, but he just used grease paint over the mustache. I'm glad that LEGO was able to capture that look. Some really cool figures in this set, right? Well, it goes beyond that because we also get some vehicles for Batman and Robin to travel around with. First, we have a Bat motorcycle, and the Batcycle does have a sidecar for Robin to ride in. It does not have any projectile weapons or anything like that, but just being able to capture that classic look is really neat. There's also the Batcopter, so Batman and Robin can fly around. Well, actually, it's more of a one-figure Batcopter, so you're not going to be able to get them both in here, but if you're trying to recreate your favorite scene of Batman hanging off the edge with some shark repellent, you can certainly do that with this vehicle. Finally, the vehicle that I'm most excited about is the 1966 Batmobile. They have gone all out to create this. This could have been a standalone set by itself and people would have bought it in droves. It's got places for Batman and Robin, and it's got all the little cool details that you remember from the 1966 TV series. For playability features, it has the little shooters on the front in case you want to shoot some bad guys. Beyond that, this car has all the little details that you expect to find, from the little phone inside the compartment for Batman to talk to Commissioner Gordon, to the Bat logos and hubcaps on the side, to even the turbine engine on the back of the Batmobile. It's all there, and I really like that they've created all the detail in this car. There's even a little compartment on the back where you can store all your batarangs and your cuffs and everything that you need to capture the bad guys as you play. With the minifigures and vehicles out of the way, let's take a look at the 3 separate sections of the playset. First up, let's take a look at the Wayne Manor set. Wayne Manor is interesting because they've created this facade on the outside that really doesn't do anything besides be a facade, as it contains the play feature on the other side as they're moving down into the Batcave. We'll get to that in a moment. While the outside may not seem like much, here's where the fun can be had. You can open up the windows on this set and put a little minifigure inside and then turn the whole set on its side and have Batman and Robin walking up the side of the building and have a celebrity guest star pop out and have a conversation with the dynamic duo. The roof is okay, we've seen that before. There's a little kitty up there and all sorts of other things, but the front side of this, while it does have that extra feature if you want to stretch your imagination, kind of rather dull. As we look at the study in Wayne Manor, this is where all the action for this set takes place, because you have some classic pieces that you're going to remember from the TV show, the red phone to talk to Commissioner Gordon, and there's even a William Shakespeare statue that tilts back to reveal the button that you can push to slide open the library shelves. This is a part that I think is really neat and does kind of stretch your imagination, because here you slide open the bookshelves and you can see that there are poles for both Bruce and Dick. Well, you put your minifigures in there, you close the pole, and this is where we get into the sliding pole feature that everyone knows from the Batman TV series. And again, you might not be old enough to remember the original Batman television series, but those of us that grew up in the 70s and maybe early 80s probably remember the show from reruns. But they go in, they slide down the pole, and magically they've been transformed into their costumes as they're sliding down. we can put Batman and Robin on this little platform and have them holding on to the pole so that after you close the library bookshelves, you can flip that platform down and the two ride down the pole together, completely transformed and changed. It's kind of like a little magic trick. It is kind of neat, and I like that they went into that little bit of fun for this set. Even though the pole is an important part of the Batman series, I probably could have done away with it in this set, because what we've done is we've created a massive structure that has two little playability areas, one up here and then the pole, which is kind of a one-trick gimmick that, I don't know, I kind of felt disappointed in. But still nice touches up here in the study and in the library area, and I do like the quote-unquote magic trick with the pole. Let's take a look at the Batcomputer and the nuclear pile. Man, to have a nuclear reactor down in your lab, you've got to be doing something right. You got to be pretty rich to do it. I'll say this about this middle section. Well, actually, I'll say this about the whole piece. It's relatively fragile. We've got pieces that are clipped on and little bricks that are attached here and there, so pieces will come off fairly easily. I like that they've gotten this slanted angle with these supports, but in the end, they kind of wiggle around a little bit too much for my taste. But inside the brains of the Batcave, we have all sorts of little things. We've got little laboratory tables and drawers and things that we can put things in so that they can do their investigation. There are computer components all throughout the Batcave. This is a very nice representation of that main set piece from the TV series. Finally, we have the garage. And again, this is a nice way to get your heroes in and out of the Batcave. There's some nice ramps for the vehicles to go up and down on. And of course, you can store your Batcycle down here when it's not in use, and you have your Batcopter on top. It's a nice little landing pad I like with the big bat symbol there on the landing pad. Nice touch. I will say that this portion of the set is probably going to be the least used. I mean, unless you're having cars drive in and out constantly or you're landing things here and there. Not a lot of playability going on with this section beyond just the in and out of the system. Put it all together and you have set 76052. It's the Batman Classic TV Series Batcave. You know, I'll be honest, I'm a little torn about this set. I'm torn between whether this is a playable set or whether this is a display-only set. From the playable standpoint, or the playability standpoint, I think that you can have some fun, or kids can have some fun with this set. However, I did say that this set is relatively fragile, so younger kids might tear this apart relatively easily, and they'll have to put it back together. But putting it back together is part of the fun, right? From the adult player, I don't know. I think that there's probably some interesting things you can do every once in a while, but I don't think there's a lot of repeat playability in this set. It is a nice display piece, though. Everyone who's come to the Major Spoilers HQ in the last couple of weeks have marveled at this set. They love the minifigures. They love the Batpole. They love the Batmobile. They love the attention to detail that LEGO put into the set, and it really shows here. So I don't know, is this a set that you want to play with? Or is this a set you want to put on display next to your Ghostbusters HQ and your Marvel Shield helicarrier? That's a good question for you. Maybe you have this set, or maybe you don't and you're thinking about buying it. What do you think? Are you going to play with this set, or are you going to just put it on display, or are you just going to leave it in the box and never open it and sell it for $1 billion in about 5 years when this thing goes off the market? Use the comment section below. I'd love to read them and respond to your questions if you have any. That wraps it up for this LEGO build. Thank you so much for watching. If you would, subscribe to this channel. It helps the site grow and allows us to do more things. Watch some of the other videos that we have out there. They're a lot of fun. And you can follow me on Twitter at Major Spoilers, and be sure to visit majorspoilers.com for all sorts of pop culture goodness and comic book goodness. It's all there at Major Spoilers. Until next time, everyone, take care.